Recently, BMW has shown some concept vehicles for the luxury SUV, for autonomous driving, and this one here now is the M performance concept, so to say, the BMW Vision M Next. So how could a future M vehicle for BMW look like? And well, it looks a little bit like a Lambo from the side profile, doesn't it? But here in the front you can see there are some special features. First of all, big contrast color here, huge BMW Kidney with some laser engraving light features, also laser wire lights, very interesting. And wow, they are super bright. You shouldn't look at them actually, even though they are so small. So a very, very strong front right there. Also, you know, with the design here. This, by the way, it feels like a matte paint, very interesting. But also technology-wise, there are a lot of different aspects about this vehicle. Let's dig deeper. "21-inch wheels on the front, 22-inch wheels on the rear, and this concept here is not all electric. It is a plug-in hybrid vehicle. It's a little bit like an i8 but upgraded. 600 horsepower they think for that, 3 seconds as the acceleration figure. There's always rear-wheel drive from petrol engine, and then electric motor on the rear and on the front axle. And then they are both combined, and you can have a special electric boost function, for example. You can see gull-wing doors here on this side here. At the moment it's closed. Also no side mirrors, all done via cameras. Very interesting here also, this wheel structure looks somewhat, you know, usual as we know from the form. But then look at this lower part. This one is carbon fiber, and in this case recycled carbon fiber. And that's very interesting technology because it's really hard to recycle carbon fiber. In this case they went for that way at the lower door sill and also at the inside some parts for that. And there you can see now this gull-wing door, of course works on both sides. That is of course always a very spectacular concept. On the inside we can see some nice microfiber fabric. In general, they say that they paid attention that they on the inside use definitely way less animal skin leather. So you can see a lot of microfiber, sporty look right there. If that seat is realistic, I doubt it, but I think the basic concept is very nice. The only thing they did, and this is of course a little bit strange, here this inside part to close the door, and also this one here, and also the steering wheel actually is from goat leather. That doesn't fit the overall rest of the sustainable concept. Pretty strange, but I mean overall the interior is already a step in the good direction sustainability wise. Again, the form is more spectacular, it's not really realistic, but the design could be something, you know, these floating lines which could play an effect. This one, and also more racing alike, steering wheel concept alike. Then this glass panel is actually, you see, a curved panel design. This is also something we can see in future cars, that they have these curved screens. Everything all digital, of course, with some RPMs in the middle part. And wow, it's, you know, it's an art structure itself, this whole steering wheel construct. Some cup holders in the middle, they shouldn't miss right there. And your head has been held tight right there. In this case also it's a pure two-seater concept. It is off limits, by the way, to sit inside because this is a hand-built concept, and therefore at the moment it's just look. But here, very impressive, look at all the carbon fiber structure here in the lower part. You know that BMW have invested massively in carbon fiber in recent years. Not sure if it was really effective, but of course they want to also use it for their concept vehicles. And what's also interesting design-wise is here on the exterior, on the rear part, look at those elements on the roof. And this is actually inspired by the famous BMW M1 race car. I think it's very nice when they cite some old race cars here, so they can combine something from past vehicles and also from future vehicles. And the rear wheel actually here, look at that, is covered. This is improving aerodynamics. They didn't do it in the front, but here in the rear. And this is also in line with this contrast color, which looks somewhat unique, that's for sure. And then here again, BMW Vision M Next, together with those very slim LED lights just and this massive diffuser. And I think especially here from the rear, that looks really like a Lamborghini, doesn't it? Or what's your take on that? So what would you think if BMW M would go for this very vehicle here as one of their future cars?